when I was younger, me and my friends used to have a game of like trying to find out who was a pedophile. And we would get them set up and like beat the fuck out of them or something. We only found like two guys. It was a little game we played. I hate pedophiles. I do. But I want a family. Not to like fuck anybody. Maybe a polyamorous relationship, but with somebody that, is of legal age. And that's all we were trying to find. And my wife knew about that. If any girl was underage, she would tell them to fuck off too. Just like I did in all the text messages that you all are probably seeing. You see, that's the thing. Like, this world has to change. People have to change because what we're doing to normal, civilized people, like, you motherfuckers are out here encouraging sex changes at the age of like 7. Little kids, little boys getting their little things chopped off and turning into girls. Y'all are out here manipulating the children into believing that they need these types of sexual mutilation events. Y'all been doing it for the past, 15 years? Oh, yeah. Mutilate a child's sexual identity, that's okay, but if you want to bring somebody out of a drug addiction or try to stop them from selling their pussy pictures online or having 10 different kids or 5 different kids by 3 different men type shit. Oh, well then that's normal. But if you want to change the world, you want to try to bring somebody into a relationship, not only as a friend, but as like a confidant and maybe even more as a relationship over time. Oh, no, you're weird. You're weird, aren't you? And fuck your society. Fuck your world. We're sick of it. We deserve to have friends and family, don't we, baby?
Indeed.
That's why all this hurts, man. Like, not only have all of our families been destroyed because of a lie of a CIA drug cartel that wants to manipulate and deceive people about shit about me, and then send salty Karens at me to try to justify it. Multiple times, even at her work, we've talked about that. This world has to change. And all I'm trying to do is change it and gain a consensus and possibly build a family upon that consensus. So I would greatly appreciate it if you all would just sit back and actually acknowledge the true depth of fuckery that not only the local governments have put me through, but society as a whole, by not only ignoring the truth of what happened either as a child or what was going on when I was a little older, like teenagers, or I was a teenager. All these things led to this psychosis inside my head. And if people had just listened and tried to believe me, it would never have gotten the way it has. If we just had friends and family around, we would have never been this desperate to want to build a family. But, I mean, even in my previous videos, you all know about how my girlfriend's mother found out I threatened a school. Fuck. That's another thing. Why would I be sitting here trying to fuck around with little girls while at the same time making videos about a CIA drug cartel in a police department? That's not a good idea. Fuck. It's a really bad idea. That's how you fuck up your life. I'm not stupid. If I wanted, that's what I'm saying. Like, the people that raided me, by the way, the people that came and took my devices, it's the same police department I was making videos about. The same one that got me ran over when I was a kid. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is just traumatic at this point. Not only did they cover up the 6-year-old little boy getting ran over and getting a pebble shoved up his dick, which I can mostly prove that, about 80% of it, but then they come at me for wanting to fuck kids or something? That's fucking disgusting, dude. Like, all we wanted was to build a family and replace the family you all took from us. And yeah, the judge that gave me the restraining order for my grandmother, yeah, I'm talking about you. You destroyed my family. You helped to destroy it. Me and my grandmother, we haven't talked in over a year. And that fucking hurts, dude. That hurts a lot. That's done something to me mentally. You all never should have given her a restraining order because my father beat me with a crowbar. That's some of the most craziest shit I have ever heard in my life. And that's why this crazy shit has to stop. People have to stop making up lies about me. Stop making up rumors and delusions. Oh, I'm gonna kill you, or I'm gonna kill them, or whatever else. Like, I'm so sick of it. Everything from I've beat my grandmother to I've beat my cousin to I rape babies to we're trying to pick up young girls down at the fucking arcade or whatever else to now I'm dropping weed off to underage girls or some stupid shit. Like, no. No, I'm so sick of it. I am so done with it. There isn't going to be any more problems like this. We're going to find friends that are like us. We're going to continue to do what we've been doing because it's right. And because this world is fucked up, man. Like, I hear about it all the time. Some 18, 21-year-old, whatever, overdosing on fentanyl or something laced with fentanyl. Like, it's all over the news. And there's these young girls out here trying to stab themselves in the throat and shit. I think one did like a year ago or something. Those things go really underreported. Like, people don't want other little girls to feel like they should kill themselves too because, like, advertising. Like, this one girl did it, oh, so I can do it too. We got a mass epidemic of a psychosis in our society. And everything I've laid out in these previous videos perfectly identifies that mechanism. And why we have such a problem not only socializing, but having or keeping friends. I mean, unless we wanted to have a swinger party. Like, yeah, if I would let somebody fuck my wife while I fuck their wife, it would probably work out all right. But that's just cringe. I don't know, maybe to you in the video or you in a courtroom or whatever else, maybe that's just normal, or honestly, probably having a polyamorous relationship is not normal to you. But that doesn't change the fact that it's not illegal. And seeking a family is honestly an honorable thing. Wanting to build a family. And I'm sorry, baby, that I can't give you a child because of getting ran over as a child. But that's why people need to recognize these videos and try to learn to accept what society has done to me. Because covering all this shit up and sending people to destroy your family, my family, and get us all hating each other, that's the type of shit that a syndicate or a rogue entity of our government would do. And it's fucking disgusting. And that's exactly why there's so many mass shooters. Like, I'm not going to go out and threaten or do something to hurt somebody. It's not my thing. But you all are making mass shooters by creating these epidemics, these problems for people's lives that are senseless. That salty Karens come out of the woodwork trying to take down somebody because they wouldn't give them free weed, probably because they're underage. Fuck, dude. You all got my text messages, though. You can see through that. You can see all of that. And you know I'm telling the truth. Unless you all put something in there you shouldn't have. But it's all good. Because I know what I did. And I know it was always right and true. I always kept it legal. There may have been a little kid, well, not a little kid, like a 16, 17-year-old kid or something that came with one of their friends that I maybe talked to and I maybe gave a joint to. Like, that's the worst I've done at all. Now, getting used, yeah, we've gotten used a lot. Buying people stuff just to try to be friends. That I know that is very desperate, but like I said, after the courts gave that restraining order to my grandmother for my father beating me, we became very desperate. That's quite natural, actually. You know, all things considered, because, I mean, we deserve to have friends and family too, don't we, baby?
Yes.
Not this crazy crap of he said, she said, gonna kill, thrill, blah, 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 blah. It's all in the other videos. That's why we're doing. We had to do. We never wanted an underage girl. I think you wanted to adopt a girl at one point, but that fell through because, well, I'm a piece of shit and a felon for growing weed. Which, by the way, I also can't grow weed for the state because I grew weed in the state. Irony. I don't know. That's not a CIA drug cartel thing. That's just life and law. You know, that's not like somebody set that up to fuck me. But everything else, yeah. And it's pretty extensive to how I've been fucked over and we've been fucked with, including my family especially. That's why it sickens me to even think about doing something with an underage girl. It fucking sickens me. I could never do something like that. I could try to help her, try to make her, you know, see that she shouldn't do heroin or she shouldn't run away or something like that. But I would never want to do her. Ever. I want to make this world a better place. And by making it a better place, us make friends along the way. People that can truly trust us and people that we can truly trust ourselves. At the very least, have somebody, you know, hang out with and party with. But where I destroyed my own family's drug cartel when I was a child, well, not a child, but late teenhood, early 20s, where I destroyed that, it created so much problems and so much isolation. And that's why I said before, maybe I shouldn't have went after my family's drug empire. But I had to. I had to do what was right, and that's why I'm making these videos. To continue to do what's right. And to give credence and reasoning to the crazy bullshit that people keep lying and manipulating about. And they've been doing that my entire life. Which is exactly why I hope that these videos never get posted. Because a salty Karen that makes up shit about somebody, that's the real kind of bitch that should pay the price, regardless of her age. People need to stop making up stuff about people in order to justify why they hate people. It's only creating more hate and more mass shooters in our society. Which is why society has to deal with this problem. Because it's really not my problem. It was just made to be my problem because of a lie. Just like me punching my grandmother in the face. Or just like my father beating me with a crowbar. It's all the same shit. Just different versions, and truthfully, we could end all of it by simply telling the truth. And letting everyone know who I really am and what I've really been through. And the hell that you all have put my family through. For nothing. Well, I know what it's for, to cover your tracks, to try to cover up for the fact of what you all did to me. But that's the thing. I've gotten really good at proving the truth, and I'm never going to stop. I just pray that this video never sees the light of day, because what little family I have left should never be destroyed, like you all have destroyed my families and her families over and over and over again. And the judge that gave my grandmother the restraining order, yeah, I'm talking about you. I'll show you respect, but you did not respect me on that day. And you made a big fucking problem for everybody, when in truth, all we needed was some family counseling sessions. Because all the therapists and all the doctors know I'm telling the truth, because they got the documentation to back it up. I'll tell you the rest in the next.